Hey everybody, thank you very much for joining me this week. This week's video is going to be a little bit different than what you guys are used to seeing. I wanted to show you guys the life cycle of a ladybug. So this one that I have here that's laying eggs on that plastic thing, it's actually the door to a little enclosure that I used to temporarily house them. And I carefully got as many ladybugs as I could, the larva, the pupa, eggs, whatever stage I found them in, out in my weeds before I cut them back, because I did not want to potentially harm them, because I more than likely would have. I used the weed whacker to get rid of most of the weeds. Some I do pull by hand, but when I got a lot, I just use the weed whacker out there. So hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll go through the different stages that the ladybug goes through, and then in the end I will show you a little bit of my yard so you can see what the process is that I was doing. This next stage, this is a larva, and they last for about a month like this. They go through 4 molts, so each time they molt, they get bigger. And he's just hanging out on the side of one of my planter boxes. And then here's another one. He's crawling around on one of my milkweed plants. Looks like a happy little larva. This little guy is about to enter the pupal stage, and that lasts for about 2 weeks. This one's completed that stage. And then here's some of the pupa that I collected before I cut back the weeds, and I think there are 2 ladybugs crawling around in there that had emerged. Very carefully go through the weeds, and whatever stage I find them in, that's how I was going to collect them. I wanted to get as many as I could, either eggs, the larva, pupa, or the ladybugs. I wanted to get them all out of the way before I cut back all of my weeds. And I intentionally left a lot of them because last year we had like a ladybug explosion. There were thousands and thousands out there. So I wanted to try and have that happen again. So I left all of this for as long as I could. But since things are drying up, I am not going to water my whole entire yard. That would be a little bit wasteful. And yeah, I just needed to get rid of them. So this is what I was doing. Use a weed whacker, but before that I would go through and make sure that I got as many as I could, and then I would hold on to them. I actually kept a few overnight because it was a little bit later in the day, and then I just let them go in the morning, or I relocated them to some of the other plants. I am starting to get a lot of aphids. It's that time of year again. If the aphids get too out of hand and I don't have enough ladybugs that are hanging around, I may just wash off the plants with the hose, depending what type of plant it is. And they come off fairly easily. And I will not use any kind of pesticides. I like being able to go out there and just pick whatever I want and eat it and not have to worry about washing it. I also don't have to worry about potentially ingesting something harmful, and same for my daughter. I want her to be able to go out there and just enjoy what's growing and not have to worry about that. And plus, when you use pesticides, it also hurts the beneficial insects. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you guys next time.